Hey, I read a thing in the paper today.
What?
That, they're going to bounce Conan out of the slot after you. And it says Greg Kinnear thought he was going to get the job.
Oh, he's not going to get it.
That's what it says. God knows who they want.
Who do they want?
Oh, I can't imagine. But I'll tell you, that Greg Kinnear is the worst. I told him he stinks. He better stay with that talk soup.
Have you told him personally, up to his face?
As Jay knows, people think it's easy to host a show and carry a show. It's not easy, is it, my friend?
No, it's tough getting guests.
Yeah.
In fact, every child who now thinks that they want to be the leader of the Tonight Show,
that's
or the
the part. You got to make
listen to the calls Jay has to make and reconsider.
They quake in their boots, a fear of what could happen if they go on. And
When's the last time you talked to Letterman directly?
Oh, gosh, probably about a year ago.
That must have been good.
I do have to say, when you watch E! and you see those old Letterman reruns, seeing Jay on Letterman gives it a whole new spin.
Yeah, that's funny. And remember when you used to do Letterman?
Yeah.
How great, you were considered the guest on Letterman, let's face it.
Yeah,
in fact, that's what got you to the Tonight Show.
Right.
But you were smart. You didn't go on all the time. You went on.
I did. I went on...
It's a little different at the time.
I went on 58 times in 4 years.
At the time,
I swear, I think he had like a every 6-week booking or something.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? Jay doesn't have a radio show every day and doesn't have his own television program. You needed the exposure. Me, I got to watch that I'm not overexposed.
It's just like what you said, Jay. Howard's on television and radio all the time.
Right.
You can't do anymore.
You'll be sick of me.
Sure.
See, it's impossible to hang up on him and go away with a note. Am I right? Now you see what goes on?
Well, I can handle it, but I can see how it works on you.
Rather than be the first guest...
So listen to this.
You can show up on a Tuesday night at just a regular spot on a late-night show.
So on Monday... So Jay calls me on Saturday. I never pick up that phone. I picked it up because I thought it was Ralph.
Yeah.
And then Jay gets a hold of me for imagine this one-on-one for 40 minutes.
And Howard answers the phone like this. Hello?
Yeah.
I go, Howard?
I was afraid it was you. And then I was going to keep the phony voice and go, you have the wrong number. And,
you knew it was him.
But you knew it was me, right?
Oh, of course I knew it was you.
Yeah, if I had said it was...
I'll never bother you again. I learned my lesson.
No, it's...
I know. When you need a favor, don't call. I promise. I'll never call again.
Oh, that's not right. I've done you favors.
Fair.
I learned my lesson.
Oh, just one time I'm saying it. And I'm saying I'm going on the Tonight Show next.
Oh, there's no booking for you.
Oh, well... No, don't
What, you going to fly all the way out there?
Yes, of course I would.
Why? We're coming to your house.
No wonder Branford quit. You're a pain in the ass.
Were you like this about the music?
Hey, Howard, this isn't going to turn into one of those things where now that you didn't do it when he needed you, now say when you need him for the movie or something, then they're not going to blow you off.
No, I don't think it's that.
No, I don't blow anybody.
Jay feels
I don't blow anybody off.
But I don't know, Jay. You might harbor hard feelings about this, and while you wouldn't think it was influencing you, you might be a little harder to deal with.
I want you to now say...
You know, Robin, that's wrong, because even though I got a no yesterday, I called in today.
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
I got to get up in 2.5 hours and go to work, and I call in today.
Now, you see how difficult it is to say no to Jay, right?
Well, yeah.
So so now Jay was calling my house on Monday. So I said to I was sitting there. I said, listen, get on the phone with Jay. I can't get on anymore.
And I love the secretary. I go, just a minute, I'll check if he's here. It's like a one-room apartment.
Well, first of all, she does it wrong. I got to talk to Laura about this.
What are you
You're supposed to say, as soon as you hear Jay's voice, say I'm not home. But she says, hold it, I'll check to see if he's here.
I'm thinking, I said to her, where are you checking? Are you looking at the window box?
Yeah.
I said to her, he's sitting to your left.
Well, you shook her up because...
And I hear her laughing. I go, Howard is the one sitting to your left. She's going, oh, he's not here.
She puts
I hear you shuffling. I hear you going...
No. I put Jay on hold, right? So I say, get back on and say that I called in for my meeting, and if Jay calls, say that I can't do it. So she said, listen, Howard called and said the answer is no. Now, how much more direct can you be?
Oh, you can't.
And Jay says, and you know what Jay says to my assistant? He says, I'm not. No, I want to hear it from his mouth himself.
That's right. I don't blame him for that.
Thank you, Robin.
No, please. How many times already are we going to go through that? Listen, I feel bad. I like you.
right, so you should feel bad. Good.
He's glad you feel bad.
But you should feel a little bad, too, that you hassle people like this.
How do you think I got this job?
No, but seriously, you should be a little ashamed of yourself.
Howard used to say, "Oh, Leno's a wimp. He won't be able to hold on to the job."
No. You're
not a wimp. You're a nudge.
You're a nudnik. I'm gonna lock you up in a rubber room. I got news for you. If you keep up at this pace, you're gonna end up in a mental institution. I'm not kidding around.
Never happened.
Listen,
I don't know. Everybody's questioning your.
I don't know.
Actions here.
Your sanity. I want.
Wondering what's driving you.
I want our new governor to lock you up.
Bar you from the state. You can't even come here on.
Jay's haunting my house. Look, Jay, I am so complimented that you feel I'm that important to the Tonight Show.
Why don't you have the new governor on?
Why don't you, have the new governor on? Pataki's a great guy. Good guest, too.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
He's Mr. New York.
He's Mr. New York, not me. He got a nice wife, too. And, boy, the running mate, hubba hubba.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, boy.
Alrighty, Howard.
It's a booking suggestion.
Can't say I didn't try.
Oh, you're making me feel bad. Oh, Jay.
You are not.
All right, let me talk to my agent. You see, this is how he gets me.
You are not nice. It's wrong to do.
You know, you're talk to your agent. But you're Howard Stern. You're the guy that makes decisions on your own.
You know that's him saying no.
Yeah, that's the same as no. Let me talk to my agent.
But Howard,
let me off the hook.
Howard, that's the killer. You see, that's the thing. You say, oh, Howard Stern, the guy who makes decisions, does what he wants. Or like
stop with that. I make the decisions. I'm telling you, no. It's not the right time.
By your own admission, you do best on our show, correct?
Absolutely.
Well,
I will go on and publicly admit that I am a better guest on the Tonight Show than I am on the Letterman Show. That is
I'm not asking for names. I'm just saying.
I'm giving them to you. I'm not afraid. I'm trying to prove to you I'm not afraid. Why do I have to be afraid? I got nothing to be afraid of. My life is too short to be afraid.
Howard, anytime you're good, you are never overexposed. But what you just said to me, you said, I used to watch you on Letterman. I did 58 Lettermans in like 4 years.
Yeah, but you were looking for a place. You had no outlet. And
the fact is, when you come on and you kill and you do well, then you're never overexposed. You're only overexposed when you go on and you do poorly. Now, if you said to me, Jay, I don't have the... That's what I said the other day. I said, Howard, tell me you got nothing to say. Tell me you have nothing to say.
I always have something to say. I just feel it's overexposure.
It's not over.
Jay, you're defeating your own argument with your own words. Just too much.
Too much,
Too much, I can't do it.
Plus, who needs to hang around the city all day?
All right.
Listen, believe me, you're going to have a great show in New York. Who you got lined up for New York?
We got Howard Stern on Monday.
All right, let's say... forget me for a second. Who else you got?
I don't know. I'll have to check. I don't know.
Who else have you been hounding?
Yeah, what other phone calls have you made?
I tell you something. I would have done it, but at this point, I'm sick of talking to you. I've spent every day for the last 2 weeks talking to you.
Every day for the last 2 weeks.
We have nothing left to talk about.
All right, Howard.
I mean, for God's sake.
Just remember, when you need me, I will be here.
All right. Let me talk to my agent.
And you know what? I want to say, as a producer of the radio show, that Jay has always been a loyal guest of the radio show, and it's greatly appreciated.
Right.
Thank you.
It is. Oh, he knows that. And I'll continue to do the Oh, stop it already, Jay. This is absurd.
It is a little different, though.
Yeah.
I don't think Jay does much preparation to do this show.
No.
Howard has to prepare to do
I do. He knows that. He knows he's put me on the spot.
All right.
All right, I'll do it. April Fool. How do you like that?
It's not even April.
Whatever.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Jay, believe me, I wouldn't have been any good anyway.
All right.
I have my period.
All right, that's what we'll keep telling ourselves.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Do you hear this?